Hey Mets fans, welcome back to the channel. We are at it for our final video here tonight, and this was an important one if you ask me. We originally discussed this more towards the latter half of our last video, that being the live stream of Yamamoto being traded from the Miami Marlins to the New York Mets. So if you are interested in that, if you haven't checked it out, make sure you do to hear my initial thoughts and everything you need to know on that front. But today we're going to be taking a look at the New York Mets one more time and their approach to the MLB offseason. And as we know, they've been showing interest in starting pitchers, and it looks like that they want to add another second or third starter in this rotation, with Trevor Bauer leading the way. But if Trevor Bauer does not fall in the hands of the New York Mets within the next week or so, assuming that's when a deal may very well be finalized for Bauer where he is going to land, the Mets do have other options, and there are plenty in which that we have discussed here on the channel, including this player in particular, that being Jake Odorizzi. And that's what we're going to be taking a look at again in today's video, as there have been recent reports connecting Jake Odorizzi to the Mets. So as always, guys, make sure you stay all the way until the end of the video, find all the details and all my thoughts on Jake Odorizzi, his connection currently with the Mets, and if he does have a future in Queens possibly, and everything in between. And as always, guys, if you ended up enjoying this kind of Mets content and want to see more great Mets content like this, make sure to smash that like and subscribe button, share this video with your friends, put on the notification bell, all those great things. We're just getting started here at Wardy NYM, and I would love for you to be part of the family if you aren't already. So help us get to 4,000 subs. But enough of me talking, let's get right into this video. Alright guys, so if you did chime into my live stream earlier today regarding Yamamoto being traded to the Mets, then you would know that as we got towards the end of it, Jon Morosi for the MLB dropped a significant tweet regarding the Mets and plenty of other teams, but that in regards to Jake Odorizzi, and that there is currently a broad market for him, as you can see here, with a lot of teams showing interest, with the Mets being one of them should they not land Trevor Bauer. And to my response will be, that's not surprising whatsoever. I stated that in the live stream as well, because the Mets, as we know, are trying to add another rotation piece here, a second or third starter more than likely. They've shown interest in Sonny Gray and Eugenio Suarez as a possible blockbuster trade, and that is an avenue that I think they are still considering should they not land Bauer. And at the end of the day, Bauer would be great for this rotation. Say what you will about him, he's definitely the top of my list for what he could bring to the Mets and really helping them not just have playoff aspirations, but World Series aspirations. I know that I've been saying this a lot, but it still holds true. But should they not land Bauer because he wants to stay in LA with the Dodgers, for instance, being an LA kid as it is, or just gain more money, whatever the reasoning may be, the Mets do have plenty of options in regards to the starting pitching front outside of just depth moves. They made great depth moves with Lucchesi and now Yamamoto, young controllable pitchers that have plenty upside, literally no risk, just high reward in these type of situations. But in regards to Jake Odorizzi, he would be a very solid fit and a guy that you're not giving up assets for, obviously, in say a Sonny Gray deal or whatever other avenue you possibly go down. But just a rundown here on Odorizzi again for the people that don't know his game. The 30-year-old right-handed pitcher, most recently playing with the Minnesota Twins past couple years, had a very short 2020 season, only appearing in 4 games played before dealing with injury, and had just an under 7 ERA. But in the 2019 season, 30 games played, had 15 wins, 7 losses, and 159 innings pitched, going to 1.21 whip, 10.08 K per 9, and a 3 walks per 9. So solid numbers there. Odorizzi is a guy that has been fluctuating between the high 4s and high 3s in regards to his ERA throughout his career. He had his first season in the MLB back in 2012 and has a career 3.92 ERA. So he's been a very solid pitcher, has seen some of the best years of his career during his time with Minnesota, and there is plenty of belief that he's still very well could land with the Twins. And if he doesn't, then he has plenty of suitors, as we know. He's one of the biggest pitchers still out there outside of Trevor Bauer, arguably the second best in free agency as of now. So again, if the Mets do not land Trevor Bauer, Jake Odorizzi is a very solid B option, and that looks like that is currently what the situation is for the Mets. I don't believe they're prioritizing him to being their #1 target. I think he's a guy that hopefully in their mind that could be a fallback option should they not land Bauer, and that he still has interest in possibly going with the Mets, and the Mets still have interest in going with him, that there's some mutual connection there. But I will just say this, there's been literally zero connection with the Mets and Odorizzi for at least a month and a half, and the last thing that I saw over the past couple months was through SNY saying how if there is any connection there, is definitely looking like it is starting to fall through, and that Odorizzi wasn't looking like a front runner to land in Queens versus other avenues at the time. And that's when Odorizzi's team was really picking up steam and basically having an answer through free agency. But as we know, that didn't come to fruition. This has been a very crazy market this MLB offseason for all the free agents, with big names and Trevor Bauer still yet to be signed as we are here at the time of recording this on February 1st. It's very bizarre, but it makes a lot of sense given the pandemic, among other things. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How do you feel about Jake Odorizzi being the B option for the Mets should they not go down the trade avenue in a situation where they don't land the biggest fish in Trevor Bauer? Do you like that idea? Do you like the idea of saving assets and just giving up whatever money it's going to be, whatever capital, right? Because again, he might be a little costly, but he's going to be a far cheaper option than Bauer. As we know, it will give you more money that you're working with and addressing other holes in the lineup, whether that's third base, center field, bullpen still, among some other things, but it's still not a bad option for the Mets. Just obviously not on top of my list, nor do I think it's on top of the Mets list. He's a B option, truly a B option, very similar to Jackie Bradley Jr. as of right now. I think we can all agree it's in them not landing George Springer, but again, they're going to make plenty of moves this offseason. I'm very excited to see what the future holds. I think we are going to find out about Bauer hopefully this week. I really have my fingers crossed. I'm not sure if it's going to go all the way to Sunday, that being February 7th, which is not just Super Bowl Sunday, but that is, you know, 2/7/27, the number for Trevor Bauer. I'm not sure if he's really going to do something along those lines. I had the belief that maybe he would sign on his birthday, but I've been completely wrong there. So take what you will with a grain of salt in regards to my belief here. Any day now could be a ticking time bomb in regards to Trevor Bauer. But should the Mets not land him, I do view Odorizzi as a very solid option for them. And if it is an Odorizzi, then you still have Sonny Gray as a possibility, which again I would be more comfortable with more reliability. I don't buy into Sonny Gray and how he did in the Bronx personally, because a lot of factors went into that, and we touched on that endlessly in previous videos and live streams. So if you haven't checked them out, make sure you do. But one more time, let me know your thoughts down below on Jake Odorizzi. Would you like to see him in Queens as a B option, or do you think that he is not the best fit? But as always, thank you all so much for watching, guys. If you did in fact enjoy, please make sure to smash that like and subscribe button, share this video with your friends, put on the notification bell. We're having so much fun here at Ordy NYM. I'm truly grateful for all you guys and the countless support I get each and every day. Just seeing all you guys commenting what's next. I love your content. I want to see more great things. It really does mean a lot to me. It drives me every single day. So thank you all again, guys. It means the world to help us get to 4,000 subscribers. This is just beginning here on Ordy NYM, and I cannot wait to see what the future holds. But thank you again, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll talk to you soon.